So that's not correct, guys. I wish we were local friends, like trust me, if you were local, come join the party.
If I knew this day would come, I would have asked Santa Claus for a long leg.
Thank you for the rose.
How do you do this?
The most awarded hair care brand of the last 2 years. I took the dare. Will you? Pantene, most awarded hair care brand.
What is this? What is this? And why do you do it? Nico, it's okay, look, it's just a slip.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Ma?
Communicating with cats has never been easy. Previous life.
Then my head hit the wall.
Bro.
That is not okay. You know you can't be racist.
السلام عليكم.
When you have too many cats and need to find a place for them all to sleep.
It's a kid.
Is it so hard to get food?
Let's see.
Don't ask why he can climb, think about how he'll get down.
Nossa! Mas cheirão de cu! Cheirão de cu fedido, pelo amor de Deus, abre esse...
Look at that. And then it's a miracle.
You gonna do some dancing for? Why are you scary?
Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, MIT and the First Breath of Morning Peace. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. Every morning, before the sun fully stretches across the sky, MIT becomes my gentle alarm clock. Not the loud, impatient kind that shocks you out of sleep, but the soft, warm kind with quiet paws and a slightly wiggly tail. I never hear him walk into my room. MIT has mastered the art of silent steps. One moment the world is still wrapped in the quiet blue of early dawn, and the next, I feel something warm resting near my pillow. Then comes the softest sigh, a little puff of dog breath that smells faintly like last night's kibble and unconditional love. MIT doesn't bark to wake me up. He simply sits beside my bed, watching me with round, hopeful eyes. Sometimes, if I pretend to sleep longer, he gently places one paw on the edge of the mattress. Not pushing, not demanding, just reminding. When I finally open my eyes, the first thing I see is his wagging tail thumping softly against the wardrobe. That simple rhythm, thump, 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 becomes the soundtrack of my morning. In that quiet moment, before emails, before messages, before responsibilities, there is only MIT and his calm presence. I sit up slowly, and he leans forward as if to say, "Good morning. You're still here. That's wonderful." There's something magical about the way dogs greet a new day. To MIT, every sunrise feels like a celebration. He stretches dramatically, front paws forward, bottom in the air, then looks at me proudly, as if he has just accomplished something impressive. We walk to the kitchen together. The floor is cool under my feet, but MIT moves as if the tiles are made of clouds. His ears perk up at every small sound. The click of the kettle, the rustle of a cereal box, the gentle hum of the refrigerator. Ordinary noises, ordinary routines. Yet through his eyes, everything feels new and important. While I make coffee, MIT sits patiently. He doesn't beg. He doesn't rush. He simply watches, breathing steadily. And somehow, his calm breathing slows mine too. Outside the window, the sky turns from pale gray to soft gold. I open the door, and MIT steps into the morning air. He pauses, sniffing deeply, as if he's reading invisible stories written by the wind. Every scent is a headline. Every breeze carries news. I follow him out, barefoot on the small patch of yard. The world feels quieter at this hour. Cars haven't started racing yet. Phones haven't started buzzing. It's just me, MIT, and the gentle beginning of a brand new day. He looks back at me once, just to make sure I'm still there. I always am. And somehow, that first shared breath of cool morning air feels like a promise that today, no matter what happens, we will begin it together. After breakfast, MIT follows me back inside with soft paws and brighter eyes. He circles twice on his favorite cushion near the window before settling down like a fluffy loaf of bread. From there, he watches the world pass by. MIT loves watching people walk down the street. The mail carrier, the neighbor with the bright red helmet, the child who always skips instead of walks. He tilts his head slightly at each passerby, as if trying to understand their stories. Sometimes I wonder what he sees when he looks at humans. Are we fascinating creatures with unpredictable habits? Or are we simply tall, noisy animals who need a little more guidance? On busy days, I open my laptop and start working at the small desk near the window. The room fills with the soft tapping of keys. MIT doesn't interrupt. He just lies there, breathing in and out, a steady rhythm like the tide. But the moment I sigh too loudly or rub my temples, he notices. MIT stands up, stretches again, and quietly walks over to me. He rests his chin on my knee. No dramatic gestures. No barking. Just a simple offering. I'm here. It's incredible how such a small gesture can change everything. My shoulders drop. My breathing softens. I reach down to stroke the top of his head, feeling the warmth beneath his fur. His tail swishes gently against the chair leg. We take short breaks together. Sometimes we walk around the yard. Sometimes we sit in silence. Once, I tried explaining my work problems to him in detail, and he listened with complete seriousness. Ears forward, eyes steady, head slightly tilted. I felt heard, even if he didn't understand a single word. There is comfort in being accepted without explanation. In the afternoon, sunlight spills through the window and paints golden patches on the floor. MIT moves carefully to lie in the brightest spot, stretching himself out like he's charging with solar energy. Watching him nap in that warm light feels like watching peace itself take physical form. When I return to my desk, I feel lighter. MIT's presence doesn't remove my responsibilities. It doesn't solve deadlines or complex tasks, but it softens the edges of them. It reminds me that life is not only about doing, it is also about being. And being, for MIT, is a full-time job. Evenings eventually come, but it's always the mornings that stay with me most. The first breath of cool air, the quiet companionship, the gentle start. MIT has taught me that peace doesn't arrive with grand announcements. It hides in simple rituals, a shared sunrise, a soft paw on the bed, a calm presence beside you while you work. In our modern lives, we often rush into the day as if we are already late for something invisible. We check our phones before we check our own hearts. We fill silence with noise. We measure success in productivity, not in presence. But MIT measures his mornings differently. He measures them in moments of connection. He teaches me that waking up is not just about starting tasks. It's about noticing who is beside us. He reminds me that breathing deeply in the first light of day can anchor us before the world pulls us in different directions. If we want to apply MIT's lesson to our current lives, we can begin with something simple. Create one small, quiet ritual each morning. It doesn't have to be long. 5 minutes of mindful breathing, a short walk without headphones, a gentle moment of gratitude before touching our phones. Allow yourself to wake up slowly. Notice the air. Notice the light. Notice the living beings around you, whether it's a dog, a cat, a bird on your balcony, or even a plant stretching toward the sun. When we treat animals with patience and kindness, we also train our own hearts to be softer. The relationship between humans and animals is not one of ownership. It is one of companionship and mutual healing. Animals give us their loyalty, trust, and silent understanding. In return, we owe them care, respect, and time. When we protect their well-being, we also protect something gentle within ourselves. MIT's first breath of morning peace is not just his gift to me. It is a reminder that harmony between humans and animals creates a safer, kinder world. When we learn to slow down for them, we learn to slow down for each other. So tomorrow morning, before the noise begins, take one quiet breath. Imagine a small wagging tail beside you. And remember, peace is already there, waiting softly at the edge of your bed.